the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight we are here as the OP Racing Premier Superspeedway Series is at the iRacing Superspeedway. Thank you very much for joining us here on a Monday night for race number 4 of our 22 race season. My name is KR Stolfus, and in the booth with me is the illustrious, the oh so famous, the future Hall of Famer for whatever he decides to do, as Jimmy Crow.
Oh, thank you, KR. You're too kind, buddy. Yep, looking forward to, as always, the Spine group of drivers, awesome talent. It's that OP Premier Superspeedway Series every Monday night, live here on Turn 3 Racing Network. You fans, be sure and hit that like and subscribe button for us. They're going to put on a show, KR. Got the biggest track on iRacing, Superspeedway wise, and these boys are ready to go.
Brand new setup being used here tonight on this track for the first time. That setup provided by Gabe Butler. And Jimmy, you talk a lot about Gabe, and you've been able to watch him a lot more, but apparently he's a little bit more than just a driver. He's able to provide a decent setup, and the feedback is a lot of these guys are liking it.
Oh, yes, sir. In Gabe Butler, I trust. That guy puts together some of the best, bar none best super speedway racing setups on there. He's let me use his custom setups in some of my big events when I do fixed setup. And, yeah, he knows how to put together a real good fast race setup and a good stable set that anybody can drive. And, yeah, good to have that man as a friend because he always comes through.
Last week's race winner, the 7, Josh Milam, making it out here again tonight. So far, we have 32 cars in this session. Quite a full field for what many drivers in this series consider a very dangerous racetrack, but 32 drivers going to come out and try iRacing Superspeedway for the first time this season. This will complete our 4-track rotation that we do throughout the year. So drivers will have a look at all the tracks now. Next week, we head to Daytona for the second time this season. We go back to it, and all your notes on the season now are going to start carrying over, Jimmy.
Yes, sir. As of right now, there's a lot of names on the outside looking in, guys that have won championships in the other OP series, like Mark the Lady Man's Man, Mark Mann, the Hall of Famer. He's on the outside looking in. Our recent butt kicker OP Truck Series Saturday night winner. You got Mark Vega, another champion, on the outside looking in. You got Mr. Travis Elliott on the outside looking in as well, another champion. But it's getting crucial. It's going to be all important. Every point is going to count with these group of drivers. Again, our defending champion, he's struggling right now. When he is going to come back to form. So, yeah, you got to get all the points while you can, KR.
Yeah, points are going to be at a premium. And remember, we have a 16 race regular season, and 16 drivers are moving into championship playoffs. So if you get a win, you are in. So far, we have had 3 races and 3 different winners. 3 drivers have locked themselves in. James Mayer, Josh Milam, and I just drew a blank on who was our second race finisher, or race winner.
That's Mr. Will Weber.
Will Weber, yes, thank you.
Yep, Empire Motorsports.
So Will Weber locking himself in. Three different teams being represented so far, 3 different drivers. Riley Greenup saying Jeff Crosby or bust here tonight. Northeast Ohio Railfan Productions. Heck of a name to have, but glad to see you out here tonight. Thank you very much. He's excited. There's no restrictor plates. And Liberty Fires here as well. Thank you guys for chiming in on YouTube. If you would like, let us know you are here. If you would like to remain in obscurity and be an introvert, that of course is as welcome as being an extrovert. We're just glad you guys are here tonight. Qualifying has gotten started and drivers are taking to the track here to try and get these cars up to speed and really lay it out. And one of the cars that's one of the first ones out on the track, that is the driver of the 26, Hunter Reynolds. That Reynolds Wrap machine looking to try and get on pole position for tonight.
Oh, yes, sir, KR. And speaking of Hunter, he won the pole for the first inaugural OP Super iRacing Superspeedway race as well. And he's also led the second most laps at iRacing Superspeedway with 54.
Josh Milam in the 7, laying down a fast lap time to begin with. Robert Dumendak, Derek Conley a little bit faster. Sean McCarron even faster. So the opening lap, really starting to see some things pick up. Sean McCarron in the 71 right now has pole position with a 47.16 lap time. We'll see if that's going to stay, if that's going to hold. If it does, I believe that will be Sean McCarron's first pole of the season.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. KR. Very respectable lap. I see Mr. Dubendeck right there in second. Got Hunter Reynolds right behind him. Ooh, Tyler Miller up to the top of the chart there. Ooh, Zach Fritchie. Hey, Zach's riding high off his big win this past Saturday. He's been in victory lane 48 hours, Mr. KR. He won Saturday night's OP Butt Kicker Truck Series race. Big win for him. Glad to see him get that victory.
Derek Conley does jump to the top of the leaderboard with a 46.94. He has the pole position. Sean McCarron now relegated to the outside of row number 1, but that changes just like that as Hunter Reynolds takes pole position. We got lots of time left in qualifying still, and this is going to keep changing as we go on through the night. The driver of the 40 machine, Peter DeBorgia, across the start finish line, and Peter gonna jump up into third. A great qualifying run for the driver of the 40 machine.
Yes, sir, Mr. Pete, mixed master. He's been very strong all season. Eventually, the finishes will come. But yes, sir, awesome lap by Mr. Pete as well. I'm wondering if Mr. Butler's took him under his wing a little bit. But yeah, Mr. Pete's doing a wonderful job. But we got Fuel Sim Racing up at the top of the leaderboard. That's probably my odds-on favorites to win, KR. Them gentlemen, as a collective group, has led 178 laps here at this track. Mr. Derek Connolly himself, Mr. number 28, is led the most laps with 80. And Josh Milam is right in the mix third with 44 laps. So they've really put in the work here. Josh has 2 wins. So I already call him Mr. Legacy. We might have to call him Mr. iRacing Superspeedway if he pulls off another one, KR.
Andy Brigante, a rookie here on season 7, making his way around the track right now. The 013 machine finding himself in 13th spot, hugging that yellow line and heading for pit road. Gabe Butler up into 6th place. We're coming up on the 5-minute mark here in qualifying. 5 minutes in, 5 minutes left to go, and so far 24 drivers have turned in a lap time. David Overstreet in the 46, making his way down the front stretch and heading for the start finish line. We'll see where David Overstreet is going to slot in as he crosses that start finish line. He moves up in the 20th spot. So a good qualifying effort for the driver in the 46.
Yes, sir. Dirty Dave Overstreet. He's back there around some good company. You got Jeffrey Cosby, a really good rookie. You've been seeing that 33 running up front some. You got Cody Ober. You know he's going to be up to that 8. He may start in the back, but when it comes down to them crucial stage points, you're going to see that 8 car up there. He may be able to follow him up to the front. Like I say, a lot of good names back there. You got Tyler, Mark, Andy. You know, we got Zach. Yeah, he's back there with a good group of drivers. Be curious to see them fellas move their way through the field.
Les Levy finding himself on the front stretch here as he's going to go across the start-finish line in the 62 machine. Going to jump up into the top 10. So Les Levy with a 46.98. Great qualifying time for the driver of the 62. Fan favorite here, one of our fan favorites, the 33 of Jeffrey Crosby, making his way onto pit road. Crosby qualifying 22nd spot for the moment. 26 cars have turned a lap time. Alex Green shutting his down. He is in 24th spot. The only car out on track right now is the 62 of Les Levy. 26 cars, as I said, have turned a lap time. We have 32 cars here in the session. So we are waiting to see who else is going to roll out and try and lay down a qualifying time. Right now, your top 5 in qualifying: Hunter Reynolds, Logan Helton, Randall Cobb from Buck Wild Racing, Derek Conley, and Peter DeBorgia in the top 5 for the moment.
Yes, sir. And Mr. Randall Cobb has a win here at this speedway. Still waiting for us to have to do that Stanky Lane and Victory Lane, getting Buck Wild with the Buck Wild boys. It will come. I was just looking at the grid. I'm surprised I don't see Mr. Mark Vega. He won the inaugural iRacing Superspeedway OP Premier Superspeedway League race. Surprised he's not in here.
We'll see if he can make it before drivers hit the grid. It could be a late entry. Mark Vega, always an exciting driver to watch, and the track has gone quiet for the moment. Have about 8 drivers who have not qualified yet. 7, if I can count. Look, I do quick math. I don't do good math.
I do no math, but it's also good to see the 53 in the field. We missed Mr. Dave Hunt last week. Heck, he's been putting on a show the first 2 races. Good to see him back in action. Glad he's back. Number 13, Casey Gilchrist. Good to see him. He's starting right behind Mr. Josh. He pushed Josh to that big win last week. You see how Casey does. Got Mr. Bob, the number 5. Right there in the mix with them. I'm ready. I bet we're going to see some 4 wide tonight with this group of drivers, KR.
It is going to be a fun one. Quick shout out to Extreme Sim TV. How you doing, buddy? Been a hot minute since I seen you. Mara Clark here, Tammy Helton here. Guys, please join me for the national anthem as we honor this country, and we will have our starting lineup for this one when we come back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us here on a Monday night as our drivers are starting to take to the grid, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to go through tonight's starting lineup presented by Weber Graphics. On pole position with a time of 46.894, it's the Reynolds Rap Machine, Hunter Reynolds from Fuel Sim Racing. On his outside, the kid, Logan Helton from Alliance Motorsports. That will make up your front row, the two young guns of the league, letting their presence be felt here tonight. Randall Cobb on the inside of row number 2, and Derek Conley on his outside. Row number 3 will be the 40 of Peter DeBorgia and Sean McCara. Row 4 will be the 88 of Gabe Butler and the 51 of Travis Elliott. Row number 5 will be the 071 of Eric Laurie, and on his outside will be Les Levy. Row number 6 will be the 21 of Daniel Holloway, and on his outside, that is the 6 of Dustin Barber. Row number 7 will be Tyler Miller, and on his outside will be Mark Mann in the 04. Row number 8 will be Andy Brigante, a rookie here, starting on the inside of row 8. On his outside, another rookie, Zach Fritsch. Row number 9 will be the 7 of Josh Milam, last week's race winner, and on his outside, Casey Gilchrist. Row number 10, Bob Lacavera and Cody Ober. Row 11 will be David Overstreet and Jeffrey Crosby. Row 12 will be Robert Duvendak and Alex Green. And bringing up the last portion of our field, Robert Duvendak in the 99, Alex Green, already said those, I'm a smart man. James Mayer in the 95, and Dave Hunt. And then it is Rick Seabrands, Chris McCullough, Sean Stevens, Jimmy Reynolds, Dan Harrington, Adam Evans, and Rodney Cobb bringing up tail end of this field here tonight. So as they make their way through 3 and 4, 2 penalties to be assessed. Drive-through penalties here tonight for Josh Milam and David Overstreet for actions detrimental to OP Racing. They will have to do a drive-through penalty here, the opening segment of this race. Pace car pulls down and in. Hunter Reynolds has control of the field. He is keeping everyone in check. Green flag is out. Throttle is down. The RPMs come up, and here we go. 250 miles at the iRacing Superspeedway. No restrictor plates, wide open racing. These guys are drag racing into turn number 1.
Yes, sir, KR. Looks like that top line is a little separated right there. You got Sean coming up to Mr. Derek's bumper. You got Hunter pushing on Logan the Kid. Got the 52 right behind them. Curious to see when they start going 3 and 4 wide. But right now, it's looking pretty good out there. Looks like this first lap's going to be good. They're very fast out there, hitting 235 miles an hour in the pack. It's going to be a lot of fast speed action tonight.
Coming to the line, Hunter Reynolds going to lead the first lap. Logan Helton got the jump on him on the start, but Hunter Reynolds, using that veteran skill, made a move to lead that lap. But Logan Helton challenging right back to the inside. Randall Cobb in the 52, going to slot in the second place. Peter DeBorgia, third car down on the inside line. We're already 3 wide racing with Derek Conley leading the charge in the third lane.
We already had a speckle of 4 wide. It also looked like John McCarroll was gonna jump out there and take it 4 wide beside Mr. Conley. And now you got the 2 young guns, Hunter and Logan leading. Logan leading that bottom lane. You got Hunter leading the second lane. Looks like him and Tyler Miller, his teammate, might possibly be clear. Curious to see if they drop down right here, and they're going to drop down right here and both get clear.
So, apparently while I was coughing one of the times, I did not unmute my mic. So caution has come out. David Booth, the cause of the caution, we saw him go for a spin. Drivers all coming down to pit road very early here on lap number 4. As I mentioned, without you guys hearing me, the tires are going to be incredibly important here tonight.
Yes, and some may think they could make it from here. I'm not quite sure. I really don't have much experience at this track, so I'm not sure how their fuel situation is here. But some may think they can make it. The kid, he didn't pit. He's down on the apron, so that tells me he's saving fuel. But, you know, they still got to do at least one pit stop during this stage. So, curious to see what he's doing right now.
So first caution coming out for the night, and the cone pays the price. Logan Helton has killed a cone. Moment of silence for the blue cone. And that's enough, because I hate that blue cone. Glad to see somebody else hates it as much as I do.
Yeah, I remember when they used to joke when that cone first came out, and they used to call it the crow cone because of my server rules.
Well, don't take it personal, but I hate that cone, Jimmy.
Yeah, but you needed it because you'd be trying to practice, and you'd have goons just jump right on to the track, just right out of pit road. You'd be in a good groove, getting some good pack practicing in, and it would just cause a lot of chaos. So I was kind of glad they brought that cone just to help police that.
So Dave Hunt, fast repair used, making his way out onto the track. Tough break for Dave, but very early in this race. As we mentioned, they do have two fast repairs here tonight. So Dave, lots of time in this one, going to be able to make up lost ground. Alex Green at the back with him in that 15 machine. Lights have gone out on the pace car. Logan Helton restarting on the inside of row number 1. On his outside will be Hunter Reynolds. Those two swapping positions from where they started this race. So there you have that. TJ Elliott on the inside of row number 2 in the 51 machine. And on his outside, well, that's the 52 of Randall Cobb. The Bucks have gone wild, ladies and gentlemen. Buck Wild Racing restarting on the outside of row number 2. Then it is the 24 of Tyler Miller and the 62 of Les Levy for row number 3.
Yeah, and you got a good group of drivers from 21st on back. You got Chris McCullough right there with Rick Seabrand, Jimmy Reynolds, Josh Milam, Sean Stevens, Adam Evans, Dave Hunt. You know, all good group in the back. See if they're just riding around or they're going to try and work their way up to the front.
Liberty Fires is cheering for Meteor Racing. Meteor Racing consists of Dan Harrington, Adam Evans, Gabe Butler, Eric Laurie, and Peter DeBorgia. So
Very
good
team.
group of drivers there, and lights are out on the pace car. It's going to peel off for pit road this time. Logan Helton now in control of the field as he waits for the flagman to give the signal that we are back to making a ton of noise, and away we go once again. The 63 getting a good start once again. Logan Helton falling back just a little bit, but here comes Randall Cobb in the 52. He's got to that back bumper very quickly. TJ Elliott now gets to the back bumper of the 63. They're going to go side by side into turns 1 and 2. 26 has to make up lost ground here down the back straightaway.
Oh, yes, sir. It looks like they're starting to make a gain. See if they can get clear like we seen in the first run. We see Mr. Les Levy himself, Checkered Flag Motorsports, running third in that second lane. You got Daniel Harrington, Alliance Motorsports up there taking it 3 wide. You got, hey, Mr. Casey Gilchrist, the pusher of the week last week, finished third at Legacy Daytona. He's in the mix. Les is sticking his nose down in there, it looks like. Possibly may see some 4 wide, but he got back up there. Now Mr. Will Weber's up there pushing Daniel Holloway. That's a real good pusher. There's that number 8. Cody Ober, he's in there now. Already showing himself up there. Still plenty of time left in this stage, KR.
Stage number 1 going to end at the completion of lap 20. Logan Helton did not come down pit road under that caution. Everyone else did pit. So Logan Helton throwing the dice there for some track position. We'll see how this plays out. And if it stays green, will he have enough fuel to make it to the end of this? Fastest lap of the race just turned by James Mayer, a 44.14. Very quick time. Everybody turning their fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah,
last time around, let me finish that thought. That last lap was everyone's fastest lap.
Now these speeds, I just seen 240. Yep, 240 right now going into turn 3. Mr. Travis Elliott, Mr. TJ Elliott, he had the lead for a split second, but coming out of 2, Logan was able to get by him. I'm glad to see that Mr. TJ is bounced back after that blown engine at Talladega and is doing a good job. But we got some 3 wide action going on up there. Looks like our buddy Mr. Hunt has joined Mr. McCullough. He's up there now. That boy always puts on the show. He's always in that 3rd lane. He's behind Mr. Duvendeck. Good racing, good pack racing.
Fuel stop only for 4 of our drivers from Meteor Racing: Gabe Butler, Peter DeBorgia, Eric Laurie, Adam Evans. All 4 drivers hitting pit road. Here come another group of drivers. They're peeling off for pit lane. Green flag pit stops happening very quickly here. Oh, we got trouble. 2 cars around. Josh Milam around. Casey Gilchrist around. They are getting rolling once again, but all of that happening on pit road under green flag. That is going to be a big hurt for them. Meteor Racing going to go a lap down here as we are well and truly under green flag pit stops here. Now we'll see how this plays out for Josh Milam and Casey Gilchrist. Tough break for those two as they got together spinning on pit road.
Yes, pit road is real tricky tonight. Talking with Mr. Gabe Butler, has a lot of experience at this track and the speeds. He was telling me what they're trying to do is to lay off the gas in 3, roll turn 4, and then as soon as they get off the track, they're on the brakes. And he also shared that knowledge with the rest of the drivers just to make the racing quality a little better. But yeah, getting on pit road, from what I'm understanding, is very tricky here at these speeds.
Derek Conley in the 28 going a lap down. Conley, the first car, 1 lap down as he had made a pit stop. Another group of drivers on the pit road: Chris McCullough, Cody Ober, Alex Green, Andy Brigante, ARC Racing, hitting pit road as a team. So Logan Helton continues to stay out. He has not made a pit stop just yet. So far that ploy is working for him as he continues to lead. Coming up on Hunter Reynolds now at the back of the pack. Hunter Reynolds, last car on the lead lap. He is working with Sean McCara. They are desperately hoping to stay on the lead lap here, but Logan Helton making a move to the outside as Logan has all kinds of speed and carrying that momentum to the outer lane. He is going to make his way by the 26 and 71.
Oh, yes, sir. You got Alliance Motorsports looking strong early. Logan the Kid Helton, one of the most talented racers. This track is in his wheelhouse. As I'm watching this KR, as they were coming up on lap traffic, load these high speeds. It's going to be exciting all night. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this, KR.
Chris McCullough goes a lap down as well. 63 continuing to pick him up and lay him down as we're working lap 15 of 84. The 63, your race leader, the Kid, has everyone behind him for the moment. First car 1 lap down is the 71 of Sean McCara. He is to the inside of the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. Those two are battling to be the first car 1 lap down, but Hunter Reynolds has a full head of steam. He's bringing Robert Duvendak with him. Duvendak going to take the race lead. Can't quite clear the 63, stays to the outside, but your new race leader, Robert Duvendak in the 99, Logan Helton in the 63, going to peel off for pit road. He will be joined by Les Levy and James Mayer. So 3 more cars peeling off to hit pit lane.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how them 3 get off pit road. If they nail their pit stops, they could come out ahead, but the way this pack's flying, they're probably going to get ran down. So they better, hope that the pack doesn't have enough laps and they can get locked on bumpers as soon as they get off pit road, KR.
Jimmy Reynolds laid down the fastest lap of the race last time by, laying down a 43.95. You talking about the speeds that they are hitting? There's your proof right there. Jimmy Reynolds, 43.95. Flat out hauling the mail. Here comes Derek Conley to the outside. Conley going to clear the 99 of Robert Duvendak. He puts himself back on the lead lap. So too does Chris McCullough. McCullough can't quite clear the 99. Peter DeBorgia hoping to get that train going again as well. So Conley, last car on the lead lap, out in front of the race leader. Now he's going to get pigeonholed. He gets into the sucker hole. Here comes the 71 of Sean McCara. He's going to try and push him back to the front. Chris McCullough clears. Peter DeBorgia clears. And all of this going on, the 99 of Robert Duvendak, he's going, man, guys, I am the race leader. What is going on? And everybody is racing to be back on the lead lap as now Robert Duvendak gets hung out, surrounded by lap down cars. Dave Hunt in the 53 He's sitting in second place. He might be able to sneak away with a stage win here as he's working that third lane in second place. This is absolute insanity coming to the end of stage one.
Yeah, this is some crazy race, and I'm gripping my steering wheel right now watching this, KR. This is amazing race, and you got Pistol Pete Borgia up there in the mix. You got Sean McCary, you got Duvendak holding strong. You got
and Duvendak's going to pit road.
He's hitting pit road with a few
Tyler
of his
Miller,
boys.
Dave Hunt, Jeff Crosby, Zach Fritsch, Bob Lacavera, all on pit road. That gives the lead to the 82 of Dan Harrington, who was last on pit road on lap 4. Can Dan Harrington pull off the upset stage win?
Man, this is intense, KR. This is fun. I hope you fans are enjoying this action right here. This is yeah. Oh, we got to spin.
One car down to the inside, 2 cars to the inside. No caution yet. Car up and smoke up ahead. That was Logan Helton spinning. I'm not sure who the other one was.
That was the 8 of
Cody Ober.
Yes, sir.
Final lap here. We stay green. Dan Harrington going to get to go one more lap. Does he have the fuel to get to the end of this stage and make it onto pit road as well? He has a 38-second lead over the 99 of Robert Duvendak. And Meteor Racing now is looking at winning the stage with the 82 of Dan Harrington, who did not lay down a qualifying time, has gained 30 positions, and he is looking like he is going to be able to coast from here on out. But to actually officially win the stage, he still has to make it to pit road.
Yeah, he's creeping. Ooh, yeah, he's creeping
And
right
he is
now.
gonna
Oh,
pull
he is
off.
hit pit road.
Dan
Oh,
Harrington
wow.
gonna hit pit road instead of going to the checkered flag. Now we're gonna see if the 99 of Robert Duvendak, who is scored in second, as a caution flag does come out. The yellow flag is out. And Dan Harrington, I believe, got across the line. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see if we can figure out exactly where he is at. And he did get across the start-finish line.
Yeah, he should be the stage winner, shouldn't he?
I don't know how they're going to rule that one. That is going to be a unique situation there. Robert Duvendak clears the 82. So Duvendak is the race leader now.
This is nuts, KR. Heck, I've been getting so wound up into the race in action. My brain is scrambled right now.
All right, we're going to have to wait on official ruling from race control. I am trying to see if I can back this up and find out what happened to Logan Helton and Cody Ober. So let's back this up and take a peek at what happened to these two. Ober trying to clear Derek Conley, tried to squeeze in. Logan Helton goes for a spin with Cody Ober. So that's what happened coming to the final lap of stage number 1. Those two get rolling, but both of them have damage. Had to take a fast repair. So now everyone coming down pit road. So we're going to take a quick break here. No one go anywhere. We'll be back to talk to our stage winner. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to do a quick talk to our unofficial Stage 1 winner, and that is Dan Harrington. Dan, we're not short on time here, but we want to talk to you, man. We're declaring you the unofficial stage winner. Tell us about that stage.
Negative. I was on pit road.
All right, well, you were on pit road, but you crossed the start-finish line first. So, unofficially, it's you. Any shout-outs or thank yous you'd like to give for this unofficial Stage 1 win?
Well, the wife for letting me race. But, yeah, I ran out of fuel and I was on pit road, so.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Congratulations. We'll see later on if it sticks, but you have my vote because I think you found a loophole.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right, that is Dan Harrington from Meteor Racing getting it done. And Jimmy, Dan is the unofficial stage winner, and we're getting ready to go back to Green Flag Racing for stage number 2. This one going to end at the completion of lap 40. And if it's anything like stage 1, I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk and shout throughout this whole thing as the green flag comes back out once again. The number 5 of Bab Lacavera looked like he missed a shift. Falls back very quickly. The 26 of Hunter Reynolds, your race leader. Lacavera finally gets rolling. We are back to green flag racing, Jimmy.
Yeah, awesome strategy by Dan the Man Harrington. You know, the fellas watch this broadcast back, they'll be able to see what kind of strategy he ran, but good move on Dan's part. Congratulations to him on a crazy, wild, awesome stage that was. So congratulations to that gentleman as well.
All right, I do want to point out that Race Control is saying that he most likely will not have it stick because pits were closed.
Oh.
So, that being said, pits being closed, like we were saying to y'all, that is an unofficial stage win. But if it stuck, man, would that have been cool. But most likely not going to stick. And I believe the stage win will officially go to Robert Duvendak. But Dan Harrington really made it exciting.
Oh, yes. Hey, he had to roll the dice. You know, sometimes you win and lose by rolling the dice, but good effort by Mr. Dan. Now you got Mr. Conley up here leading that second lane. He got a little loose about middle of that first stage, but he's bounced back now up here leading with Daniel Holloway pushing behind him. Looks like his buddy teammate's going to jump up in that third lane with Logan the Kid Helton. They're going to be taking it 3 wide here shortly. No, he got back down. But they may be coming down just a little bit, but I don't know with this bunch. They come out to race every lap. That's one thing I love about this league. These boys put their heart and soul into it, and, you know, they put on a really good show for us, KR.
They are out there racing hardcore. Fastest lap of the race being turned last time around by Cody Ober. 10 of our drivers laid down their fastest lap of the race, so business continues to pick up out here as the drivers get more and more familiar. They get more comfortable around each other, and the speeds continue to go up and up. We are going faster and faster as this race rolls on. Robert Duvendak, your race leader for the moment from Empire Motorsports. On his back bumper is the 95 of James Mayer. He's sitting in second. Derek Conley in third. Hunter Reynolds fourth. And rounding out your top 5 from Buck Wild Racing, that is the 52 of Randall Cobb. The inside line has a lot of momentum right now, but a couple drivers are trying to make that second lane work, and that is the 21 of Daniel Holloway and the 63 of Logan Helton.
Yep, it's good to see Mr. Cobb. He's running up front. Again, took care of them internet issues that plugged him in the first 2 races. It's good to see Mr. James Mayer. He's started in the back, has worked his way up to the front. Maybe he's wanting some of them all-important stage points here in this second and final stage.
Do want to point out that the 63 of Logan Helton is the first car 1 lap down. He is scored in 27th spot. He is battling with Alex Green and Dustin Barber to be the first car 1 lap down. And here comes another group of drivers on the pit road. Robert Duvendak on pit lane.
Oh, we got contact.
And trouble on pit road. There's one car spinning around and around. That is Jimmy Reynolds in the 17 machine. He has gone for a spin as he tried to get on the pit road, and it was one of the things we talked about. It is a hard entry here on pit road. They are going so fast that getting slowed down for pit lane is a difficult deal.
Yes, sir, Mr. KR. Very tricky. I have a feeling before this track rolls around again, there will be a lot of guys practicing pit entry. Probably top on their list as far as practicing here. They'll just be doing nothing but mock green flag pit stops and working on their pit entry.
Robert Duvendak getting in trouble in that group as well. Chris McCullough, Cody Ober on the pit lane. Daniel Holloway, your race leader. So a lot is going on here. In fact, there is so much going on, we can't keep up with it. I am having a terrible time keeping up with it. But Holloway is your race leader. Sean McCara is second. The 63 of Logan Helton trying to get his lap back, pushing hard on the 21. We got another group of drivers peeling off for pit road. Sean McCara, Travis Elliott, Eric Laurie, Casey Gilchrist, Adam Evans, and Les Levy all on the pit road. Looks like they get on the pit road safely that time. But the 21, your race leader, Dave Hunt in the 53, now being scored in second spot. He finds himself 1.3 seconds behind the race leader. We go on board with the 53 of Dave Hunt as he works his way past Cody Ober. And holy cow, Jimmy, this race is absolute insanity.
Yeah, it's nuts. I'll be honest, it's hard to follow. I feel bad because I'm trying to help you, and man, like once this pit cycle starts, we're gonna have probably so many people a lap down. It's just gonna be, we're gonna have big groups. I mean, this is wild. This is fun. I'm really gonna enjoy watching the broadcast, and we do have a yellow, Mr. KR.
Yellow flag coming out. And I am not sure what has happened. Very possibly Adam Evans, the one triggering the caution. Let's take a look and see if we can figure out what happened to the 25. I believe I am wrong on my information. Adam Evans looks like he was just getting passed by drivers as he made his way on the pit road, or off of pit road, I should say. So I do not know what the caution is for. So if someone wants to figure it out for me and let me know, that would be great. But yellow flag coming out. Daniel Holloway, your race leader. That is a good break for Logan Helton in the 63, as long as he did not have contact with the 21 or any of the cars around him.
Yeah, he gets back on the lead lap, but unfortunately for Logan, I think he had to use his quick repair after that accident with the 8 car. His front end, he had pretty much no front end, so he's out there gonna give it his all, even though I'm pretty sure he don't have a quick repair. But yeah, lucky break for that young man.
All right, as the field gets gathered up, with so much that has been going on, so much that has been happening, one car that has not started this race, that is the 44 of Rodney Cobb. Looks like he is officially done and out of this one. So 32 cars still out on the track. Currently, of those 32 cars, 13 cars are on the lead lap. Here comes Holloway down pit road. He is going to lead this field on the pit lane, as it looks like not all of the lead lap cars are going to hit pit road. Travis Elliott looks like he is going to stay out in the 51 machine, so he will take over the race lead. Sean McCarra, Casey Gilchrist, James Mayer all staying out as well. So could the 51 try and stretch his fuel?
Yeah,
And the yellow was coming out for a single car spin. I am told it is Eric Laurie. So let's take a look and see. The 071 trying to get up to speed as he came off a pit road. Caution flag coming out as he was sideways. Good call on the caution there, as he could have slid up into oncoming traffic, and that would have been really bad.
Yes, that the pit road, pit entry, pit exit seems to be tricky tonight, KR.
So TJ Elliott in the 51, your race leader. Elliott has quite a few cars between him and the pace car.
Yeah, and it looks like Rick Seabrand is made his way up to the front. He's running in fifth with Sean McCarra, and you just mentioned the 51 TJ Elliott. Our buddy Dave Hunt, 53. He's running second behind Daniel Holloway. He's in the mix. Mark Mann, he's creeped up into the top 10. So is Sean Stevens, Casey Gilchrist, Mr. Randall Cobb. He's been in the top 10 since the green flag. He's been hanging around up there.
All right. So with that being said, Mark Mann, Gabe Butler, Sean Stevens hit pit road to top off their tanks. Wave around cars have been waved around the pace car. Logan Helton back on the lead lap in the 63 machine, so a good drive by Logan Helton in the 63. Stage 2 going to end at lap 40, at the completion of lap 40, I should say.
We're going to have us an old-fashioned shootout, KR, for these all-important stage points, with the 16 drivers being eligible this season for the chase. You know, them crucial points, them crucial stage points. And again, we get 2 races in one, a race within a race. And then after this final stage, it's the home stretch for the grand finale to top this one off. It's been a wild 34 laps. I'm curious to see what these drivers is thinking, KR, because, you know, I'm intense just watching it. So them being in the mix of the action, you know, they got to be loving it and having some fun and kind of stressed out too as well.
So the 51 machine last on pit road on lap 30. I expect he will have enough fuel to make it to the end of stage 2. Sean McCarra in the same boat, as well as Casey Gilchrist and Les Levy. So everyone now will have enough fuel to make it to the end of stage number 2. Pace car out of the way. Here we go. Once again, green flag is out. Travis Elliott stabs the throttle. Casey Gilchrist really tight to his back bumper. He's going to get there a lot faster than the 62 of Les Levy is. And that is going to be a big help for that inside line.
Oh, yes, and we already know from last week, Mr. Gilchrist, one heck of a pusher. He's got James Mayer lined up right behind him. Curious to see if, Casey made that move in front of his teammate, Sean McCarra. Hey, you got Les Levy, Checkered Flag Motorsports. For a guy that sure hates this track, he's running pretty good. If he ends up winning, he may get a petition signed to get this track back into chase. But yes, very good run. Curious to see if Mr. Dubendeck jumps up there 3 wide. Oh, looks like Daniel Holloway's going to make that move, see if he can get someone to go with him. Looks like the 52 is going to go with him. We're 3 wide. It's about to jump off. I see Dave Overstreet with Checker Flag Motorsports. He was poking his head up there 3 wide. Ooh, Casey got a little loose. But that 51, Mr. Elliott still leading that bottom lane, KR.
Travis Elliott in the 51, your race leader, working with the 95 of James Mayer on his back bumper. 51 looking for his first win of the season. Elliott would love to punch his ticket here tonight, but he is not the only one looking to get that win. And it has been a wild race so far as we're going to complete lap 37, start lap 38. Just a handful of laps left here in stage 2. 5 drivers just laid down their fastest lap of the race, one of those being Logan Helton in the 63, who has gotten back on the lead lap, and he is doing all he can to make up some lost ground.
Yeah, he's going to be hard charging, and there's that 53, Mr. Dave Hunt. I love everybody in this league, but one guy I would really love to see get a win is Mr. Dave. He doesn't have a Monday series win, but he always performs well. Races
trouble.
good.
We got one in
caution.
the wall, the 52 of Randall Cobb. Heavy contact, Derek Conley involved, and Les Levy in the 62 involved. Yellow flag going to come out for this one.
Tough break for Les Levy. I was just bragging on how strong he's racing, and we probably won't have to worry about that petition to get this track back into the chase, KR.
Let's see what happened. The 52 makes contact with the 99. That is going to bring 3 cars for a spin. Robert Dumendak able to continue on. Derek Conley in the 28 stays on pit road, but the 52 of Randall Cobb does head down pit lane. So yellow flag coming out, and I believe that will mark the end of the stage, and the 51 out in front when that yellow flag flew.
Yep, good job by Mr. Elliott. Was hanging around up front, kept his car out in the lead. That caution came out. Perfect timing for him. But again, congratulations to the top 3. And again, Mr. Hunt with a good finish. James Merrigan started in the back at the beginning of the race. Comes up here, gets all important second place stage points. Good job by all the drivers in the top 10.
So Travis Elliott going to hit pit road, and race control confirming that Elliott is the stage winner. So green flag pit stops not happening right now as we are under yellow. Everyone making their way onto pit road. Adam Evans staying out for the moment, and I believe he was 1 lap or multiple laps down. So it looks like tires for our drivers this time, maybe even 4 tires. Logan Helton overshoots his pit box, backs up very quickly, and begins to be serviced by his crew, but no tires for the driver of the 62, and he is down and away. And Travis Elliott coming off of pit road as the race leader.
Yep, our stage winner also won the race off pit road. Still a lot of good drivers a lap down. You got Robert Duvendeck, Dan Harrington, Alex Green, Pistol Pete DeBorgia. Heck, you got Josh Milam. He's the only driver with 2 wins at this track. 2 laps down. Again, our defending champion, Mr. Hunter Reynolds. He's still having that string of bad luck. 4 races in, he finds himself 2 laps down. He's digging himself a hole, but if anyone can dig out of a hole, it's that young man, very talented driver. That young man is, KR.
All right, let's see about getting a word in with our stage 2 winner. That is Travis Elliott. And do got to correct myself, as Logan Helton won the race off of pit road, but our stage 2 winner, that is the driver of the 51 machine, Travis, you got your ears on, buddy?
How y'all doing tonight?
I'm doing just fine, man. You win stage number 2. Tell us what it's like out there.
Pretty quick. Pretty fast.
The cars are absolutely flying out there. How is it on tire wear?
Noticing that the right rear tire is getting a little wear just because of the speeds that we're entering the turns and how aggressively we're turning the wheels, but so far I haven't noticed too much. But it's definitely going to become a factor for pitting out. I think we get a lot more green flag stops in the second half of the race.
All right, man. Well, stage 2 win. Gotta feel good. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, all you guys at turn 3. I want to thank Vapid Racing. Thank my teammates, Sean, Casey, Aspen, and our league.
All right, that is your stage 2 winner, Travis Elliott. Gonna restart on the outside of the front row, representing Vapid Yeet Racing. All right, final stage getting ready to start here, Jimmy. Logan Helton in the 63 has had a very up and down kind of race. Finds himself restarting on the front row with a fuel only pit stop. Everyone else, almost everyone else, taking tires. So we'll see. As they took 4 tires, Logan Helton took no tires. Now's a good time to see how this plays out. We will see several more pit stops in this race, but the pace car is out of the way. Logan, the kid Helton, drops his right foot down to the floor, and away we go. Once again, a little bit of tire spin from everybody, but we all keep it in check, and down the front stretch we go.
Yeah, the kid got an excellent start on old tires. If there's any driver in this field that can handle a race car on old tires, it's the Logan, the kid Helton. He's got his teammate James Mayer behind him. And KR, I'm curious to the psyche right now with the drivers coming down to this final stretch where you are going to see green flag pit stops. They got to be a little nervous about hitting pit road with all the action that's been going on pit road, on and off, KR.
Yeah, you got to worry a little bit about it, but lo and behold, look out, ladies and gentlemen, the 33, Jeffrey Crosby, making his way into the top 5. Right now, he is scored in 5th place. That 33 machine up 16 spots from where he started. 4th car down on the inside. Crosby has some fans out here tonight, so make some noise for your drivers. He has made his way to the front of this field. That 33 machine would love to pick up a win here tonight and punch his ticket into the championship.
Oh, yes, sir. We talked about that young man during qualifying. We knew he'd be up here. Right now, he's the highest running rookie in this race. You know, stellar rookie class. We've been seeing him up front all season long. He's due for a good finish, so hopefully he can get that tonight. But you got Fuel Sim Racing here in the 3rd lane with Mr. Milam pushing the 28 Derek Conley, and they got a dancing partner in that number 1 Chris McCullough. Everybody knows from previous broadcasts that man loves that 3rd lane, so he's up there in his wheelhouse. You see the 12 Zach Pritchie up here now in the mix right behind Jeffrey Cosby. Logan Helton makes that dive to the bottom to get in front of TJ Elliott down there on that bottom lane, and looks like he's going to keep that lead. KR, I'm curious to see if he just stays down there, if he does a little lane changing up there, hot dogging it.
Do want to take this moment to give a little bit of housekeeping. We have 21 cars on the lead lap. Last car on the lead lap, that is the 62 of Les Levy. He finds himself in 21st spot. The first car 1 lap down, that is the 15 of Alex Green. Oh, we got cars spinning down to the inside, multiple cars going around. Zach Fritsch, Josh Milam involved. Heavy contact. Rick Seabrand's to the inside as he's trying to get out of the way of all of that. Yellow flag is going to come out. Let's see if we can figure out exactly what happened here. Josh Milam, last week's race winner. Zach Fritsch going for a spin. Bob Lacavera getting involved. See if we can get another look at this one. Derek Conley in the 28. Looks like a bad bump from his teammate.
The old bumper hook.
We'll try and back this up where we can see Derek Conley go for that spin. Conley already out of shape there. One more shot at this here. 28 on the outside lane. The 7 at Josh Milam tries to get to his back bumper. Makes a bad contact there, and the 28 goes for a little bit of a spin, holds on to it. Zach Fritsch, Josh Milam goes spinning.
Yeah, looks like the big one just happened.
Bob Lacavera able to keep it straight and going after he had some contact there. So Logan Helton leading the field on the pit road. The 63. Maybe now he'll take tires, maybe not. Kind of stuck with his decision there in that last pit stop. He hits pit road and takes 4 tires. Everyone else takes fuel only. He's going to lose all that track position. And it does look like a lot of drivers taking tires right here. And Logan Helton going to take 4. Winning the race off of pit road is Travis Elliott. Then it's Derek Conley next. And the 63 down and away, but Travis Elliott winning the race off of pit road. Alex Green in the 15 did receive the free pass, so he is going to get back on the lead lap.
Yeah, and Travis Elliott, he's been doing real good on and off pit road, KR, and he keeps that up. He's going to be there at the end.
So your stage 2 winner, holding on to the race lead, Robert Duvendak, has not been on the pit road yet in the 99. David Overstreet in the 46, multiple laps down. Looks like he is out there as well. We'll see if those two are looking for the wave around or if they're going to hit pit road, as they are between our race leader and the pace car. Derek Conley in the 28, even though he was involved in that caution, stellar pit stop has him in second place for the moment. He is not going to come down pit road, so he's going to stay out there. And man, talk about a recovery. Goes for a spin, gets back going, gets his car straightened out, hits pit road, and comes off in second place.
Yes, it looks like he still has a little bit of rear end damage, so he may have already used his quick repair, or he's holding on to it. Odds-on favorite was Fuel Sim Racing, but they're not having the best of luck. But a great recovery from Mr. Conley. He's going to have to carry the flag for them tonight, it looks like. Sitting up here in that second spot with John McCare behind him, and like I say, our buddy Dave Hunt sitting there behind Mr. Elliott.
I do want to remind everybody that this is the only track that OP comes to that has 2 fast repairs available. Everywhere else, only 1 fast repair available. With the wave around of Robert Duvendak and Alex Green getting the free pass, we now have 23 cars on the lead lap. Duvendak going to have to hit pit road before too long. Last time he was on pit road was lap 38. So the driver of the 99 is back on the lead lap, and Gonna need another couple breaks to get on the same cycle as everyone else. We'll see if that is going to play out for the driver of the 99 machine. Adam Evans in the 25, finding himself on the lead lap as well. He's in the tail end of the field here, as he's going to get in line behind the 27 of Sean Stevens. As we get ready to go green, a flag racing once again. 51 on the throttle, and away we go. And everyone, you know, Jimmy, every time we see a restart, looks like every car throughout the field spins the tires a little bit and has some trouble putting the power down.
Yeah, like that. I don't have much experience at this track, so I don't quite off the top of my head know what's causing that, because you've been seeing they've been taking tires. So, yeah, I don't know what that is, and I don't know if they are on old tires at the end of the race. And we have a late caution, how that's going to play out. So it's good. Tyler Miller, you know, he's up. He just poked his head up here. He's behind Derek Connolly in that third lane, KR.
Jeff Crosby pushing on the 51 of TJ Elliott down on the bottom. Dave Hunt in the 53 has Daniel Holloway on his back bumper. They are leading their respective lanes, the 51, the 53, and the 28. Derek Conley working that third lane with Tyler Miller and Bob Lacavera in the 5.
Yeah, we got some good three-wide action. Mr. Hunt dropping down. Looks like he can possibly lead this lap. Good pushing job by Mr. Daniel Holloway, as Sean McCara ends up pulling in behind Daniel. See if they can... Whoa, yep, looks like Dave Hunt went down a little lower. Oh, we're three wide right here at the line. Looks like Mr. Holloway got it.
One car we haven't talked a whole lot about here tonight, that is the 04 of Mark Mann. He is tucked in behind the 33 of Jeffrey Crosby down on the inside. Mark Mann up a few spots from where he qualified here tonight. And he is down on that inside lane, having kind of a quiet race, but he has been doing all the right things to try and continue to work his way forward. And I can't recall off the top of my head, but I do not believe this 04 has been involved in an accident yet tonight.
No, he's been lucky so far. They are, and that gentleman also has a win here last season, so he's been to victory lane here, so he knows how to get around here. But he's been plagued with bad luck. Hopefully, him and Mira figured out a way to end that curse. And a shout out to Mira for always watching. Appreciate her supporting all the drivers. But yeah, hopefully he can bring it home tonight, and we can see that Hall of Famer, Mr. Mark Mann, in victory lane.
Side-by-side racing, Jeffrey Crosby in the 33 trying to make a move on that outside lane to take the race lead. His fan base is going to be going wild if he can get out in front. Dave Hunt has plans that do not include the 33. Hunt makes a move to the outside, but nobody has gone with Hunt in the 53 to that third lane. Up jumps the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. I think Hunter Reynolds got a little bit out of shape there, as they are checking up big time in that third lane and falling back. Daniel Holloway now takes the race lead, and here comes the 04 of Mark Mann with a solid run in that second lane down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. And man, is he on a mission here tonight.
And he's got his teammate Logan the Kid Helton of Alliance Motorsports all over his bumper. He's going to lead another lap. Looked like Hunter jumped up there because he's a lap down. He might have been trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. But as Mark Mann takes the lead, he's got a strong hold on the lead. See if Jeffrey Crosby and Tyler Miller can make a strong push in that second lane to get back up there with him. But right now, Alliance Motorsports looking mighty strong with 3 drivers leading that bottom lane, KR.
Jimmy, as crazy as this race has been, would you believe that there are 8 cars out there that have a 0x on their record for the moment? 8 cars have not been involved in contact in one way or another. One of those is the guy out in front. Oh, it's the 33 and the 21 get together there in the Crosby machine, still chasing that car. He is losing a lot of ground as he's jumped up to the outside. Big checkup down the backstretch. Dave Hunt in the 53 had to check up as well. Somehow we sorted out. We're going to go 4 wide into turn 3.
Yeah, awesome show, KR. You know, if they practice this track more often, man, this is an amazing race. But if they put a little more time into this track, oh Lord, that I don't know. I don't know if I could even call it. I just have to sit back, watch it, and enjoy. But yeah, they're doing an amazing job out there. KR, I'm curious to know how many lead changes we got so far, because it has to be a lot. There's a lot of action going on out there. It's got to be intense, and yeah, it would have been a great race to be a part of in that race in action.
I'll tell you what, we've had a ton of lead changes, and let's just say that I don't have enough fingers to keep track of those lead changes. Mark Mann in the 04, your race leader. Logan Helton in second. Daniel Holloway in the 21 slides down to the inside lane. Last time we were on pit road for many of our drivers was lap 46. Robert Duvendak has hit pit road. He was the wave around in our last caution. He hit pit road and he has gone back to being down 1 lap. So things not yet going the way of the 99 machine. But Mark Mann, Travis Elliott, Tyler Miller, Logan Helton, and Daniel Holloway, your top 5 for the moment, with Elliott and Miller working that second lane. Here comes the 7 of Josh Milam. Milam multiple laps down, but he is not giving up in that 7 machine, and he's going to do all he can to try and get a lap back and try and get back into this race.
Oh, yes, he's going to give it his all, and you were mentioning the 24, Tyler Miller. That's another driver we've been seeing run up front all season. Hopefully he can get a great finish as well for his great driving. All I've seen, yeah.
We had one car get way up high and into the wall, lost a lot of ground, did not pick up who that was, but great bit of driving to keep it off the wall. As our race leader now being scored as Travis Elliott in the 51 as he is out in front of the 04, down on the inside line. Tyler Miller in the 24 has Josh Milam on his back bumper as we work our way down the front stretch. We're going to start lap 59. Now 26 laps to go, and I think we're going to see drivers start hitting pit road here pretty soon, but we are getting real close to being at the end of this race and doing one more pit stop. You got to wonder who's going to try and stretch it to make one more stop.
Yeah, it's going to come down to these money stops, and tonight it's going to be crucial. You got to hit your marks here. We've seen all race long folks having trouble on pit road. Ooh, Mark Mann hit that yellow, came up. Looked like the 52 might have had a little bit of contact and may have hit the wall. But yeah, we're going to be coming down to them money stops. But Mr. T.J. Elliott, Mr. Travis Elliott, he's been flexing his muscle all race. He's been running up front. Hopefully he can close the deal here down the stretch. And KR, I just looked, we're at lap 60, and it feels like the race just started. This race is flying. It's been exciting. Again, I appreciate you having us in the booth, having me in the booth with you. Yeah, this has been a really awesome race, KR.
On board with the driver of the 15 machine, that is Alex Green. Alex finding himself in 15th spot as he is going to head for pit lane. Green flag pit stops underway as he is going to get it slowed down, and he is pitting with Peter DeBorgia in the 40 machine. Peter already in his pit stall. So the 15 solo pit stop, and you saw just how difficult it was to slow that down as we were on board with the 15 for that pit stop. Travis Elliott continues to lead in the 51. Tyler Miller in second. Mark Mann third. And everyone getting single file here. That is a good indicator that we're starting to think about green flag pit stops.
Yeah, pit road is about to be. Ooh, we got the leaders peeling off. We got a pretty good sized group. We got Alliance Motorsports. Mark Mann just hit the wall. Another driver having trouble on pit road, KR.
Mark Mann gets sideways, goes for a spin, contact the 04 trouble onto pit road. Gets it sorted out and gets rolling, but that is going to cost him big. One driver who did not come down pit road, that is the driver of the 27 machine. He is all by himself out there, as everyone else has either made a pit stop or been on pit road. And so Sean Stevens, very lonely feeling for that 27 to see that he is the only one not on pit road.
Oh, yes, sir. He's rolling that dice. We've seen previous races in the season. Dave Hunt pit by himself and come out in good shape. But, again, with the speeds these cars are traveling, that'd probably be some dice I wouldn't want to roll, because I figured once these cars get grouped up, they're going to run you down pretty quick, KR.
Big news here as Sean Stevens makes his way onto pit road. One of our drivers that was out in front caught speeding. We saw him lock the brakes up as he tried to get on the pit road. Travis Elliott in the 51, serving a 40-second speeding penalty. That is going to hurt him big time as he is down and away trying to get up to speed. Tyler Miller and Daniel Holloway going to take over the race lead. They are battling for that lead position with the lap down car, the 7 of Josh Milam, right in front of him.
Oh, yep, that pit road has been ferocious. I guarantee you, Cal, these fellas is going to be practicing pit stops before we come back here.
22 laps to go. We're going to see another round of pit stops before this race is over. Josh Milam out in front, but Milam is 2 laps down. Holloway in the 21, your race leader. Logan Helton taking a peek to the inside of the 24. Tyler Miller. Hunter Reynolds pushing hard on the back bumper of the 24. Hunter Reynolds, the first car, 1 lap down. So he is trying to get back on the lead lap. Alex Green in the 15 goes a lap down as he has made another pit stop.
Yeah, and it seems like the first 3 races is playing out just like this one is for Hunter. He was a lap down late in those 3 races and got his lap back late. So hopefully he can have a little bit of that into the race luck and get his lap back. He's got Chris McCullough right behind him in that second lane. You got Travis Elliott up there with Tyler Miller up there alongside Mr. Milam. He's gotten a lap back the old-fashioned way. You got Daniel Holloway down there on the bottom with his teammate Logan the Kid Helton and Casey Gilchrist and Sean McCara right behind him, 2 teammates, KR.
Let's go on board with the driver of the 1, Chris McCullough, as the 51 of Travis Elliott, going to go 1 lap down. And so Chris McCullough on the front stretch has a good run on the 26. Hunter Reynolds being 1 lap down as well. Josh Milam multiple laps down on the 7 on the inside there. Leading that inside lane, you see Daniel Holloway in the 21 and Logan Helton in the 63 as we got one going up. Tyler Miller getting out of shape in the 24. Very slow down the backstretch. He is going to lose all kinds of time. Tries to tuck in behind somebody, but he had to check up big time and lost all of his momentum.
Yeah, tough break for Tyler. He was having a strong race. This being at the end of the race, bad time for something like that to happen. Again, now he's waiting for that caution, just like our drivers up here up front that are a lap down. They're all hoping that caution comes out so they can change their misfortunes around and get up there on the lead lap. And we got the 15 now poking his head up here into the picture up here, running up front with this lead group.
Alex Green in the 15 with the 26 getting back on the lead lap. He is the first car one lap down. Chris McCullough, your race leader in the one machine. He now has 2 lap cars in front of him. One car trying to get back on the lead lap as the 99 of Robert Duvendak hits pit road. So McCullough, your race leader. Alex Green pushing on his back bumper. Alex Green wants to be the first car one lap down. And he's going to wash up a little bit. That's going to open the door for the 63 and the 51. TJ Elliott now the first car one lap down. So that is changing constantly. Peter DeBorgia and David Overstreet rejoining the race after making pit stops. And so now McCullough and Holloway battling for the race lead with the 7 and the 26 who are laps down right in front of them. The 26 isn't a lap down. He's the last car on the lead lap. He gets a little bit of a wiggle off the 1 as they were making their way to the start finish line, and the 26 drops down to the inside.
And you got Mr. TJ Elliott back there, third on that second row. He's trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. So you got the leaders up here battling, and then like you said, Carol, you got the boys that are a lap down battling to get a lap back the old-fashioned way, and hope a caution comes out. So we got a bunch of battles. Mr. Derek Connolly is back up here now, running fourth in that bottom lane, still doing good even with that little bit of damage, so I think his car's okay. Casey Gilchrist and Sean McCara staying put right there. Teammates, curious to see if they try and shake loose with about 14 laps to go in this race and try and make a move themselves.
Oh, contact. Jeff Crosby goes around. Big time stack up as we were riding on board with Eric Laurie. Caution flag coming out with 15 laps to go. Let's take a look at this one. The 33 and the 25 are going to get together. Randall Cobb involved. Sean Stevens. Crosby going airborne. The 46 is a late addition to that one. David Overstreet got to be wondering what just happened as he was minding his own business on that one. Take another look here. The 46 just gets clipped by the 33 as they go up and over and spinning. Sean Stevens, Randall Cobb, Jeffrey Crosby all getting involved with that one, as well as Adam Evans. And Evans was trying to make a move to the inside. Crosby trying to shut the door. And 5 cars all going and getting in trouble here as we're starting to wind this race down.
Yeah, tough break for Mr. Overstreet. Cosby was running a good race. Mistakes are happening at these high speeds. Like I say, it's got to be nerve-wracking. These gentlemen have been out there for a while now, coming down to the stretch. There might be some fatigue playing in, but the defending champ, you know, got his into the race luck streak still going. Looks like he's going to get his lap back. If there's one driver in this field you don't want to get their lap back, it's that 26, because now they're going to have to deal with him. And he'll work his way up to the front, KR, and they're up pretty much all hitting pit road except the 51.
Travis Elliott staying out. I think he is going to get the free pass. So Travis Elliott gets back on the lead lap. Everyone hitting pit road. This will be, I believe, the last pit stop we have for the night. But man, it is right on the edge of our fuel window. So if we go into overtime, we might see these guys have to hit pit road. Chris McCullough winning the race off of pit road. Derek Conley off next. Logan Helton very close with Casey Gilchrist and Daniel Holloway.
Yeah, KR, I'm kind of confused. It's still showing Hunter Reynolds a lap down on my screen, but he hit pit road and Travis Elliott went around.
Correct. Confusions happen in a race this crazy, so don't feel bad about that.
Yeah, because I was thinking he was the last car on the lead lap when that caution fell. So I was surprised why he's a lap down now.
Well, I can tell you that Travis Elliott received the free pass, so he gets back on the lead lap, and Hunter Reynolds continues to be the first car one lap down. With that being said, we have 19 cars on the lead lap. Of those 19 cars, and I am told that Josh Milam got a 0x at the time of the caution, but Josh Milam was multiple laps down, so he would not have received the free pass either way. So Chris McCullough, your race leader. Derek Conley coming off pit road second. Logan Helton third off of pit road. Wave around cars. Get past the pace car. So this race is not done yet. It is far from being over. Far from being less exciting. Want to take a moment and thank everybody for joining us out here tonight. If your favorite driver is still in this race, let us know who you are cheering for, as we are down to 12 laps to go here in the Mountain Holler 250 at the iRacing Superspeedway. Chris McCullough on the inside for this restart with Derek Conley on his outside. Then it's Logan the Kid Helton. Casey Gilchrist in his sophomore season, the 21 of Daniel Holloway, and the 71 of Sean McCara, who is also in his second season here on Monday night for row number 3.
Yeah, you got Mr. Conley up here. Like I say, he has led, not counting tonight if he's led any, but coming into this race, he's led the most laps here at this speedway with 80. He's hungry for a win. That'd look real good with the most laps led here. You got Logan the Kid Helton. He's up here behind Chris McCullough. Casey Gilchrist down the stretch. He had a good finish. Pace car just peeled off. Okay, I'm going to let you take over.
Here we go. Going to have 11 laps to go when the green flag comes out, and away we go once again. Derek Conley with a great jump on that restart, but he has Casey Gilchrist way off his back bumper. The 63 of Logan Helton stayed right on the back bumper of the 1, and they're going to carry all that momentum into 1 and 2. The 28 continues to fall back as he has no help. Casey Gilchrist dove to the inside. One of the cars we haven't talked a lot about here tonight, that is the 4 of Rick Seabrands. He has been quietly working his way forward, and the 4 machine now finds himself in the top 5 for, I believe, the first time this night.
Yeah, he's up here in the mix when it counts. Rick Seabrand, one of the Dabby veterans, one of the smartest racers out there. Ooh, we got someone in the wall, KR.
No caution, 10 laps to go as we go on board with the 62 machine to Les Levy, riding in behind the 4 of Rick Seabrands. Now, I'm not sure who was in the wall, but Peter DeBorgia in the 40 machine is on pit road. That could be a good indicator that Peter DeBorgia was the one that got into the wall. So with this race back underway and everyone up to full song, running side by side, things are only going to get more hectic as this race gets closer to the end. 19 cars on the lead lap. Dave Hunt in the 53, the last car on the lead lap. Hunter Reynolds in the 26, the first car 1 lap down. He is in this mix here with the leaders as we go 3 wide into 1 and 2. Great shot there, showing you just how wide this track is. The 40 machine rejoining the race, gonna get back up to speed. And Logan Helton making a move on the outside of Derek Conley as they're gonna sail off into turns 3 and 4.
Oh, Zach just went up in
James Mayer in trouble. Like. Big crash at the back. Several cars involved. The 95 made heavy contact with the wall. The 17 of Jimmy Reynolds getting involved. Josh Milam has a big chunk of damage. The 071, oh man, and the 95 reacted to the 071 coming back on the track of Eric Laurie. Let's take a look at what happened here.
Looked like the 12, Mr. Zach kind of shot up there in the middle of the turn and hit the 95.
Zach Fritsch and the 95 get in trouble there, and you can see Tyler Miller involved. Eric Laurie in the 071 going for a spin as well. Then Laurie, let's take another look at what happened here with Laurie. You can see he's trying to dodge the incident. Gets loose. Tries to gather it up and in. Grabs a gear. Spins it around. And James Mayer in the 95 saw it and had to take evasive action, and James Mayer tagged the wall a second time.
Now these high-speed crashes, KR.
All right, so a few drivers are going to hit pit road. Mark Mann leads the drivers who are coming on to pit lane. About half the lead lap cars stay out, half of them hit pit road. Cody Ober in the 8 receives the free pass. He is going to get back on the lead lap. That will give us 20 cars on the lead lap.
Still a pretty good amount of cars on the lead lap. It's nice to see Mr. Les Levy bounce back from being as far down as the last car on the lead lap. Good to see him back up here in 10th, KR.
So Logan Helton scored as the race leader. Logan from Alliance Motorsports looking for his first win on the season. Daniel Holloway, Chris McCullough, Sean McCarra, Derek Conley, our top 5, all looking for their first win this season. Josh Milam, last week's race winner, having a rough go of it. Will Weber, who picked up race number 2, not here tonight. And then our first race winner, James Mayer, involved in this most recent caution in the 95. So our 3 winners all having a very tough time here at iRacing Speedway. And Will Weber having such a tough time, he's not even here tonight. But Josh Milam and James Mayer finding themselves having to work on their race cars. Milam multiple laps down. James Mayer still on the lead lap in the 95 machine. We're going to try and find him in this mix of cars. He did have to use the fast repair there, but the 95 still has a shot at winning this race as he is still on the lead lap, but he is buried deep in this field. So good possibility that when this green flag comes out with 5 laps to go, we will see another first-time winner this season.
Yes, Mr. Mayor has his work cut out for him. And yeah, we got a good chance at seeing a first-time winner this season. Got Logan the Kid Helton, Daniel Holloway, Alliance Motorsports up here, front row. They're going to try and close the deal, but they got some hard chargers behind them. It's going to be exciting coming down to the wire, KR.
20 cars on the lead lap to take this green flag. We have 32 cars who started this race. All 32 cars, well, I say all 32 cars, Hunter Reynolds and Jimmy Reynolds are behind the wall right now. We'll see if they are going to rejoin the race, but these late race issues, Jimmy Reynolds in the 17 might be done here tonight. This last incident could have been enough damage to knock him out of the race. Hunter Reynolds, I've been told, has connection issues, so it looks like his night is done. So Logan Helton and Daniel Holloway gonna lead this field to the green flag. We're gonna have 5 laps to go to settle this Mountain Holler 250, and away we go for what could be the final restart. But don't hold your breath on that, because everyone knows what's on the line, and with 20 cars with a shot at winning this thing, anything can happen.
It's anybody's race. You got teammates Sean and Casey right behind Daniel Holloway. Curious to see if they pop out there and try and get around Daniel, or maybe they just try and get him clear. Ooh, a little contact between the one and Daniel Holloway. Mark Mann, he's already made his jump out to the third lane. He's got Mr. TJ Elliott behind him. He's trying to bounce back, claw his way up front. He was raning up front all night. Good to also see Mr. Mayor up there behind TJ Elliott as well. They're charging up front. It's getting racy, KR.
It is getting very racy. Now 4 laps to go. If we get the white flag, anything can happen. We stay green to the end of this thing. Logan Helton just wants to see the white flag. The 63. Oh, trouble, contact. Down goes Derek Conley. Mark Mann out of shape. We stay green for the moment, and Derek Conley. Now Gabe Butler involved, the 21 involved again. We got more spinning, and this is going to bring out the yellow as Gabe Butler smacks the inside wall. Daniel Holloway, Alex Green, Zach Fritsch, Bob Lacavera, all of them involved in this one. Let's take a look at what happened here. Holloway and the 52 of Randall Cobb make contact.
Yeah, it looked like it looked like Holloway was still kind of out of it from his contact with Mr. Connolly there.
Robert Duvendak in the 99, able to squeeze through that one. Take a look on board with the 99. As he got through that one by the skin of his teeth. The yellow flag coming out, and we are going to go into our first overtime of the night. If you can't tell, my voice is failing me, so I'm going to take a quick break here, guys, and I am going to get some water in me, and we'll be right back to set up the closing of this race. No one go anywhere, as we are here for the Mountain Holler 250.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're set up for our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Chris McCullough on the inside of row number 1, Sean McCara on his outside, Logan Helton on the inside of row number 2, Rick Seabrands in the 4 going to start on the outside. Row number 3, we'll see Casey Gilchrist in the 13, and then the 51 of TJ Elliott on the outside of row number 3. 4th race winding down. Good probability that we will see a 4th different winner. James Mayer in the 95, a winner so far this season. He is going to restart on the outside of row number 4. Here we go. Green flag is out as we are in official overtime. First of 2 attempts at a green-white checkered. 2 if we need them. This one needs to get to the white flag. Chris McCullough has a full head of steam. Logan Helton in the 63 has cleared the 71, but he stays on the back bumper of the 1 machine as the sun peeks out just a little bit. Here we go down the backstretch. Logan Helton not making a move just yet. McCullough has the momentum for the moment. Sean McCara in the 71 has Rick Seabrands in the 4 pushing hard on his back bumper. They have a tremendous run down the backstretch as they head off into 3 and 4 side by side, looking for the white flag this time.
Yeah, KR, they're really pushing right now. Logan hadn't left Chris McCullough's bumper. Rick's all over Sean's bumper. James Mayer, he popped out but didn't have any takers, but looks like Daniel Holloway is lined up with him. Now Daniels went up high. Sean's come down, took the lead. Looks like Chris McCullough's going to jump up in front of the 4.
Logan Helton turns the 71. Logan Helton goes for a big spin down the backstretch. Zach Fritsch in the 12 with James Mayer in the 95 on the outside lane. Tyler Miller in trouble going into 3 and 4. They're out of shape. They're crashing. Zach Fritsch, the rookie, looking to try and win one. Here comes James Mayer in contact. Mayer's going to go for a spin. He's going to tumble down the front stretch. And Zach Fritsch is going to pick up the win. Randall Cobb in 2nd. Travis Elliott in 3rd.
Congratulations, Mr. Zach. He won Saturday night. Comes out here and gets the victory. I made the joke that he's been in victory lane the last 48 hours. Looks like he's going to be in victory lane for 72 hours, KR.
And the 12 picks up the win at the start-finish line. Big crash coming to the checkered flag. Let's see if we can see. Watch this as the 12 tried to block the 95, chased him all the way up the wall, and James Mayer goes tumbling through pit lane, crosses the start-finish line upside down, lands on all 4s, and heads for his pit stall.
Wild finish to a wild race, KR.
Take one more look at this one. Elliott gonna finish in 2nd, or I'm sorry, in 3rd. Randall Cobb in 2nd. As the 12 burns it down, celebrating his race win here in the Mountain Holler 250. How about that finish, ladies and gentlemen? And let's get talking right to our race winner, driver of the 12 machine. Some of you call him Zach Fritsch. Some of us who know him as Fritchie. He's your race winner here tonight. Zach, congratulations.
Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, I can't believe this. This is unreal. Winning 3 in a row this past week. Oh, jeez.
Speaking of 3 in a row, you are the second driver in OP history to win 3 series in a row, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, all back to back. Congratulations on that one, man.
I appreciate it, man. I'm sitting here shaking. I'm sitting here shaking how crazy that one is. I don't know if I blocked Jimmy that hard, and I seen him turn, so I hope there's no hard feelings against Jimmy, especially since it was the final lap. I was just trying to go for the win. You know, I got a huge shot there in the backstretch, so.
Well, trouble was going down the backstretch, but you were along the wall. Everyone was crashing down on the inside, and you find a way into victory lane. Walk us through the restart and the last lap.
Oh man, the restart, man. I didn't think I had any chance. You know, I was like, you know, I was sitting there in 13th. I was like, man, I'm just gonna try to see what I can do in this middle lane. And the next thing you know, finally the final lap coming around, and I was like, you know what, let's just try for the top side. And then all of a sudden, as cars go everywhere, I don't know what was going on. And next thing you know, I looked to my left and I just shoot past everybody, and I was like, what is going on here? So, and then just ended up coming around, and like I said, I hope no hard feelings against Jimmy Mayer. I was trying to block and trying to get the win.
Well, man, you got the win here tonight, the 12 machine in victory lane. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, I want to thank all my fans watching. You know, they're all sitting there in chat. I'm especially over here, me streaming, they're all congratulating me. I want to thank you, KR and Jimmy, up there in the booth. You guys are awesome. Thank OP and all of its admins, of course, and of course I can't go without saying thank you, Empire Motorsports, the team I'm with. You know, we've had a heck of a season so far for the start of this. Will Weber with a win, Duvey up top on the points, now me with a win. We're doing pretty good. So.
All right, well, 4 races into the season, a 4th different winner. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the rookie here on Monday night, winning Wednesday, Saturday, and now Monday night. Your race winner, Zach Fritsch.
Thank you, KR. Thank you, everybody.
What a race that was. And now Zach Fritsch punches his ticket into the championship playoff. But now let's move on to our second place finisher. And Jimmy, I believe you've caught up with him.
Hey, Mr. Randall Cobb, congratulations, buddy. You had 2 good, strong weeks in a row after your internet issues. Glad to see you got that fixed. Awesome run out there. Run strong all night. Please tell us about your race and tell us what it was like going them high speeds out there in that pack.
Hey, thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, it was just great to be out here and being competitive again. This is, I'm only my second race this whole season that I've been able to actually be competitive, and you know, fought through some challenges through the race. Definitely, it was a tough race, and I was just trying to keep a clean car. But yeah, it was great to be back, and I got a little luck on my side there at the end. Here I am.
Yeah, it was a very quick race. At one point, the leader of the race hit 246 miles an hour. It looked like a lot of fun. It looked like it was probably had the hairs on the back of your neck standing up sometimes with the moves out there. But awesome finish, and hey, much success to you, Randall. And again, thanks for the hard racing you do out there for us.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, it was. I got up, you know, over 245 a couple of times. It was just, I actually really love this track. Some of the guys, you know, don't really like the track, but I'm a big fan of it, and I seem to usually have a decent amount of success on it. But yeah, appreciate what you guys do for us.
Yes, sir. You already got a win, and you added a P2. Before I hand it over to Mr. KR, anybody you'd like to thank? Any shout-outs? And again, appreciate your effort tonight, buddy.
Yeah, just thank my teammates at Buckwild Racing. Pretty good group of drivers there. I appreciate the owners and admins, and want to give a little shout out to Cody Eldridge. He takes a lot of crap during the race that you guys probably don't hear, but yeah, he does a good job, and I wouldn't want to have his job, but definitely like listening to you guys. You guys do a heck of a job on the broadcast, so we thank you guys for it.
All right, that is Randall Cobb from Buck Wild Racing, finishing in second spot here tonight. But now let's move on to our third place finisher, and that is Travis Elliott, driver of the 51. Mr. Elliott, congratulations, bringing it home on the final step of the podium here tonight.
Yeah, feel like this season my luck has been awful. Would have loved to got P1, but at least I finished a race this time.
Well, you finished the race here in third place. The 51 also picked up a stage win here tonight. And man, it was a battle for you as you got caught speeding there in the final stage. The 51 had to come back from a lap down to finish third place here.
Yeah, I wouldn't really call it speeding. It was just I think I got penalized for a lack of talent, locking up going into the pits. But yeah, got lucky on that one of those cautions near the end. I think a mistimed bump for Hunter unfortunately gave him a contact penalty, and I didn't touch anybody, so it gave me the wave around, and it was a blessing in disguise. Probably used up all my luck for the rest of the season, but you gotta take it when you can get them.
Well, man, congratulations on third place here tonight. Any shout outs, thank yous, I love yous, I do's, things you need to say?
Oh, well, first and foremost, KR, I love you.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Well, you sound like you're a little bit under the weather, I need a little bit of love, And yeah, but thanks to you guys, turn 3 broadcasters are always really good. Love going back and watching, and especially this season with Mr. Jimmy Crow in there. Doing a great job up in the booth. Shout out to my teammates, Sean, Casey, Aspen, Vapid Eat Racing, and we just want to thank our league owners.
All right, man. Well, nice job bringing it home. Third place here tonight in a wild race here in the Mountain Holler 250.
Yeah, thanks, man. Go get you some medicine, KR. Get better.
Don't need no medicine. I got my liquid courage.
That's what I mean.
All right, Travis Elliott finishing third place here tonight. Congratulations to our podium finishing drivers. And Jimmy, this was a wild one from start to finish.
Yeah, KR, it's made me truly feel like a rookie in a booth trying to call this race in action. It was fun, wild, and I want to challenge the OP drivers. If they take this track serious with the talent they got, the racing at this track will be even more phenomenal. Like, the potential this group has for this speedway is out of this world. But awesome job by the guys. They don't come here much, but awesome show tonight. That was fun. That was a quick 86 laps, KO. I enjoyed all the racing action. And while I got the floor real quick, a big shout out to Thomas Holder, a gentleman that races with a lot of us in this league, and an awesome iRacer, awesome gentleman of the community. Tragic has struck his family. He lost his younger sister the other day, and so big shout out to his family, and thoughts and prayers are with them, dealing with that loss.
All right, let's run down our final results here. Zach Fritz, your race winner, punching his ticket into the playoff championship, 4 races, 4 different Reynolds winners. Randall Cobb bringing it home in second. Travis Elliott, final step of the podium, finishing in third. Rick Seabrands in the 4, brings it home in fourth place here tonight. Fifth place goes to Cody Ober in a solid run by the 8, as he was 20th when that final green flag dropped. In 3 laps, he made up 15 positions to bring it home in 5th. Sean McCara, 6th. 7th goes to Chris McCullough. Jeff Crosby in 8th. 9th, Eric Laurie. Holloway, 10th. Gilchrist 11th, 12th goes to Mark Mann, Gabe Butler 13th, 14th Logan Helton, Tyler Miller finishing in 15th, 16th place goes to Sean Stevens, Les Levy 17th, 18th place goes to James Mayer, who was upside down skidding on his roof on pit lane to cross that start-finish line. 19th place goes to Dave Hunt, Robert Duvendak 20th, 21st Josh Milam, Bob Lacavera finishing 22nd, 23rd Dan Harrington, Peter DeBorgia 24th, Adam Evans in the 25 finishes 25th, Dustin Barber 26th, 27th goes to Andy Brigante, David Overstreet finishing 28th spot, 29th Derek Conley, Alex Green 30th, 31st Hunter Reynolds, Jimmy Reynolds 32nd, and did not start here tonight was the 33 of Rodney Cobb. So guys, thank you very much for joining us here tonight as the OP Racing Premier Super Speedway Series brought you their Mountain Holler 250, and it was full of hollering from us here in the booth. The fans were going wild. This is a race that I will say needs to go down in the history books of OP Racing as one of the most exciting ones we have had, because from start to finish, I don't think I ever used all of my seat. I think I was pretty much standing up, hooting and hollering this whole race. So with
I'm more out.
With that being said, these two broadcasters are as worn out as the drivers. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here tonight, and we look forward to seeing you next week as we roll into Daytona for race number 5 of 22. So until next Monday night, y'all stay safe and have a good night.
Warning, the following stunts are performed by idiots or under the supervision of stupider idiots. If you attempt to reenact any of these idiotic stunts you will see, you will be left with idiotic scars. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Alex Green. Welcome to OP Racing.